Okay, so my name is AM. I'm a glitter goddess. The glitter goddess is offering yoga every morning at 10 a.m. With an additional class on Thursday at 5. This week, we're honored to be partnering with Virtual Sustained PVD Fair. So you can check out their virtual workshops that they're offering all week. Of course, because we can't see you, take care of your body, do whatever you need to keep yourself safe. Avoid snap, pinch, or pop sensations. Donations that are raised go to queer, trans, and families of color. And you can send your donations by Venmo to the Glitter Goddesses or DM us. So let's get started. We'll start seated. Definitely have some water nearby. Stay hydrated. We'll start sitting tall and long. You can roll the shoulders back. And if you have pillows and you're sitting crisscross, you can wiggle some pillows or rolled up blankets underneath the knees to give you some extra comfort. And if you're sitting the way Trent is, you can also stick a pillow above your ankles. Also apologize for the sounds in the background. Our house is still being worked on, so it might be a little small opportunities to practice just zoning things out. So we'll start to tap into the natural breath. Just notice the natural rhythm of your inhales and exhales. And from here, I'll invite you to bring the left hand to the belly and the right hand to the chest. And continuing your breathing, let's try to bring the breath down deep into the belly, allowing the belly to expand on the inhales and deflate like a balloon on the exhales. And if you notice your chest is still rising, if the right hand is still affected by your breath, just try slowing down the breath, try to find some more control here. Bringing awareness to the belly, sending the breath as deep as you can. Maybe longer, more controlled exhales as well. This connection with the belly breath allows the diaphragm that moves up and down to push and pull air in and out of our bodies to rub against our parasympathetic nervous system, running down the spine, telling our bodies that we're safe and calm, that we can relax, that we can let go. So you can return through this belly breath throughout our flow. Use this as an opportunity to love your body, to move it away from the sympathetic nervous system of fight, flight, into that space of everything's okay, I'm calm. Just one more breath here. Big and deep into the belly. Long, controlled exhale. At the bottom of your exhale, you can release your hands to your knees. And we'll drop the head over to the left shoulder, keeping the right shoulder down and back. Keeping that connection with the belly breath, we'll try to sustain that throughout our flow. And from here, we'll drop the chin to the chest, keeping the spine long. Stretching out the back of the neck. And then you can move over to the right side, stretching the left side of the neck. Let's roll the head back down, chin to chest. And we'll roll to the left side one more time. This time we'll grab our head with the left hand, just letting the elbow hang heavy here. Try not to pull on the delicate muscles on your neck. And while you're here, we'll stretch the right arm out long, flexing the wrist. Keep that right shoulder down and back. And then we'll turn toward the shoulder, grabbing the back of the head. Keep the right arm extended. When you're ready, we'll switch to the other side, grabbing the head with the right hand, letting the elbow hang heavy. Keep the left shoulder down and back, extending the arm, flexing the wrist. And then turn toward the shoulder, grab the back of the head. Remembering to keep the spine long, remembering to stay in touch with the belly breath. And from here, you can release the hands back down to your knees. We'll bring the chin to chest again on an exhale. This time, tuck the hips and round the spine, sinking into your seat. And then you can inhale to press the chest forward. Open the throat, open the shoulders. Exhaling to round the spine again, chin to chest, sinking into your seat. Inhale, open up, chest open, lift the chin. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, press the chest forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. And we'll come back up to neutral. Let's bring the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind us. We can inhale to press the chest up, opening up, elongating the spine. Exhaling to deepen the twist. You can turn the chin all the way to the left. Finding that connection with the belly breath here. Still inhaling to reach tall and long and exhaling to deepen the twist. On your next exhale, let's reach the arms up and over and drop the left hand to the right knee, the right hand behind us. And again, we're inhaling, send the spine long. Exhale to deepen the twist, turning the chin all the way to the right. And when you're ready, we'll release to come back to center. Let's send the arms out long. And we'll cross the right over the left. Give yourself a big hug, creating some space between the shoulder blades. And from here, we'll bend in the left arm, sending the hand up in front of the face. Bending in the left arm, send the hand in front of the face, and stretch out the right arm long. Keep the right shoulder down. And release. We'll send the arms out long one more time. And then cross the left over the right to give yourself a hug. Giving your body some love. Staying connected with the breath. And from here, we'll bend the right arm, send the left arm long, keep the left shoulder down. And when you're ready, you can release. From here, we'll drop the hand over to the right side and lift the left arm up and over to stretch the left side body. Reach the fingertips far and long away from your head. Keeping the arms straight, spreading the fingers out, maybe rotating in the wrists. And we'll switch to the other side, dropping the left hand down. Reach the right arm far away from your body. Straight, keeping the right arm straight and long. Spread out the fingers, maybe rotate in the wrist. And let's come back to center. We'll take a gentle forward fold to crawl the hands ahead of you. Allow the head to hang heavy for a moment and still staying connected to the belly breath. We'll take a long inhale and a slow, controlled exhale here. And when you're ready, you can crawl yourself back up. We'll meet in tabletop, but before that, take some water. If you don't have any nearby, you can pause the video, go get some hydration. And coming into tabletop, for this you'll need a blanket for your knees. So spread a blanket out, prop your knees on it. And we're working to stack the hips right above the knees and the shoulders right above the wrists. We're going to start by pressing the chest forward, reaching the hips up and back. Slight tilt in the chin. Inhaling here. This is cow. And you can exhale for cat by rounding in the spine, tucking the hips in, trying to send the forehead toward the hips, finding space between the shoulder blades. This is cat. So you can press into cat and cow back and forth, going at the slow pace of your own breath. Try not to reach the head up too long in cow. And while you're in cat, you can work to almost press the mat away with the hands. Feel free to bend in the elbows a bit, finding a flat spine. And after your next round of breath, we'll bring the spine back to neutral and send the right leg long, tuck the toe behind you, and you just press into the heel. You can kind of pulsate back and forth, engaging in the entire leg. And then from here, we'll find a micro bend in the elbows, finding a nice horizontal flat back, and send the right leg up long. We're trying to find a long line from our right heel to the top of our head, keeping the gaze down between the hands, engaging in the lower back. You can stay here if you want, or if you'd like to, you can come down to forearms, sending the leg up even longer. And I'll invite you to stay here as long as you can, engaging in the lower back, pressing the heel far away from your body. And whenever you'd like to come out, you can drop the right knee down to meet the left and send the hips back over the heels for child's pose. So take as long as you want in this pose, lifting the leg, engaging the lower back, staying connected with the belly breath. And however long it takes for you to take care of your body in this pose. When you come out, we'll meet in child's pose. And from here, we'll meet back in tabletop. Remembering again to stack the hands beneath the shoulders and the knees beneath the hips. We'll send the left leg back long this time. Tuck the toe, pulsating. Open up the back of the leg, open up the calf. Lock the knee and engage the entire leg. And then from here, we'll lift the left leg, sending that heel long and far from our bodies. Micro bend in the elbows. Engage in the lower back. Keep the hips square to the floor. And if you want to take the challenge, you can come down to your forearms, lifting the foot even higher, engaging in the left glute, engaging in the lower back. And again, you can stay here as long as you need to, as long as it feels good for your body. And when you're ready to release, you can bring both of the knees down, sending them out a little bit wider. And then send the hips back over the heels, reaching the arms long over the head. This is what's considered child's pose. You can return back to this pose at any time throughout the flow. If you don't have enough space between the knees, you can send the knees out a little bit longer, touch the toes behind you, and let the head hang heavy in child's pose. Allow the belly breath here, bringing the breath down into the belly to fill the space between the thighs. And on every exhale, you can release even deeper. After your last cycle of breath, we'll press back up into tabletop. Check in again with the hands stacked below the shoulders. And this time we'll send both feet back, tucking both the toes for plank. Modification here you can take is to drop the knees down. Either way, we're pressing into the hands, keeping a nice long, tall spine, keeping our gaze between the hands. And then when you're ready, you can press the hips down toward the mat. When you're here, you're pressing in to the mat, keeping a nice long and tall neck, trying not to sink in, staying strong in the shoulders, engaging with the lower back, staying engaged with the belly breath. And from here, let's tuck the toes behind us. Let's send the hips up and back for downward dog. You can keep the knees bent for this. Finding a tall, long spine, let the head hang heavy, keep the shoulders in their sockets. And you can pedal back, pulsating between each heels to reach toward the floor. Opening up the calves, maybe making eights with the hips. And when you're ready, you can walk the hands toward the feet for a forward fold, keeping a bend in the knees. From here, we'll inhale to straighten the legs. Exhale to bend, allowing the upper body to rest on the legs. Inhaling to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale Exhale to bend. One more time. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. From here, we'll reverse the swan dive up into extended mountain pose. Reaching the arms overhead. And on the exhale, you can bring the arms down to your hips. We'll roll the shoulders back and find your grounding feet. For Tadasana, you can flip the palms in the direction that you're facing. Find some space, open heart, open throat. Checking in with the belly breath here. Inhale, we'll inhale, raise the arms up and over. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive down. On our inhale, we'll come to flat back by pressing against the shins. Reaching the head long, the spine long. Keeping the gaze down between the toes. We'll take a couple breaths here. Try to reach the hips up and back. And on your next exhale, we'll come to forward fold. We'll crawl the hands out for plank. Again, you can keep the knees up or down. And if you haven't yet, drop the knees, press the hips forward, pressing in and engaging with the shoulders, sending the neck long. We'll take a couple breaths here. And then pressing up for the table, reach the hips up and back by tucking the toes for downward dog, sending the spine long. Again, you can keep bent knees here. And when you're ready, we'll walk the hands back to the feet one more time for forward fold. Here you can grab opposite elbows, let the head hang heavy. Maybe nod the head yes. You can shake the head no. Releasing the arms, we'll bend in the knees. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. One more time. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. And on our next inhale, we'll raise up for extended mountain pose. Arms up overhead. We'll take a couple of belly breaths here, keeping the arms up overhead. Let's check in with the ribs that they're stacked above the hips. Maybe open the shoulders a little bit wider. Maybe finding a bend in the elbows. Finding space in the chest. And on your next exhale, we'll release the hands back down to the hips. We'll roll the shoulders back. Sorry for the construction noise again. Let's inhale, raise the arms up and over, extended mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive down for forward fold. Inhale, press the hips down toward the mat. Lift the chest. Find length in the neck. And exhale, reach the hips up and back. We can keep bent knees one more time for our downward dog. And to go into lunge on the right side, we're going to bend in the right knee. Bring that knee to the chest and then drop the feet between the hands. Here we're keeping a tucked toe behind us. Pressing the left hip forward. Pressing into the floor. Just breathe into the sensation here. And when you're ready, you can drop the knee and untuck the toe behind us. If you don't have a pillow or blanket here, I suggest getting one. From here, we're going to extend long in the right leg by pressing ourselves up onto our left knee. Extending in the right leg, we're pressing the heel into the mat. You have the option of staying up here, finding your comfort zone. You can come down to round the spine. You can use the hands to crawl down toward the toes. Extending the chest long. Do whatever your body needs here to give yourself love. Opening up the hamstring. If you are up here, that's okay. Just keep the hips squared. Press the heel down into the mat. Maybe try to press the chest forward. And when you're ready, we'll bend back into that foot. Coming back to a low lunge. You can frame the foot with both hands, tucking the toe behind you. You can stay down here in low lunge, but if you're looking for some strength, if this is the way you love your body this morning, you can press up into high lunge. Finding tension in both of the legs. And if it feels good, you can reach the arms up and over as well. Staying connected with the belly breath. If you are in low lunge or in high lunge, either way, you're pressing the left hip forward. And if you're in high lunge, we'll come back down to frame the foot. Pressing into the mat, we'll send the right foot back to meet the left plank. From here, we'll drop both the knees down to the mat. Finding some space between the knees, we'll come to child's pose. Touch the toes behind your back and send the hips over the heels. Reach the arms wide, spread the fingers out wide. Let the head hang heavy. Connect to the belly breath. And I'll invite you again to come to the belly breath. Filling the space between the thighs on the inhale. And releasing everything you can on the slow, controlled exhale. Pressing back up to tabletop. Whenever you're ready. Checking in with the stacking of our arms and knees. Let's tuck both toes behind us, setting the legs long for plank. And then send the hips up, keeping the hands and feet where they are. We're coming to lunge on the left side, so bend the left knee. Bring the knee to the chest, and then drop it between the hands. Keeping that right toe tucked behind you. Checking in with the stack on the left side that your knee is directly above the ankle. Pressing the right hip forward. Connecting with the belly breath here. Ignoring the sounds in the background. And from here, release the right knee down to your pillow or blanket. Flatten that foot. Your option here is to come up to the knee, straightening the left leg, and just pressing the chest forward. Or you can come down, bringing the hands to the mat, around the spine. Crawl the hands down to the toes. If you're looking to increase your mobility, I'll invite you to press the heel into the floor, press the chest forward. And if you're working to increase flexibility, I would round the spine, try to send the forehead closer toward the knee. Either way, we're taking long inhales into the belly, slow, controlled exhales. One more breath here before we go back to lunge. And let's bring that left foot back flat to the mat, checking in with our stack that our knee is directly above our ankle. Tuck that right toe behind you. You can stay here, low lunge, pressing the right hip forward. And if you want to take on the challenge, if you're loving your body in this way, you can press up into high lunge, finding the isometric tension between the heel and the toes. Finding strength in the hips, maybe bringing the arms up and over. If you're in high lunge, release. Coming down to low lunge, we'll frame the foot, pressing the hands into the mat. Send the left foot back to meet the right. We'll press up by reaching the hips up and back for our last downward dog. So take whatever you need in this last downward dog. You can bend into both knees, alternate, pulsating between the ankles. You can figure eight the hips. And when you're ready, we'll come back through plank. You can lower the knees, lower the hips, bending in the elbows, slowly coming down to the mat. And you can rest your left ear on the floor, resting the arms down on the floor. We'll take a couple breaths here. Maybe listening into the sensations in your body now. When you're ready, we'll press up into baby cobra. So we're stacking the shoulders above the elbows. I'm sorry, sphinx pose. So full shoulders above the elbows, pressing the chest forward, engaging in the lower back. Here you can point the toes and engage in both the legs. Tensing every muscle in the legs, tensing every muscle in the lower back. Finding that same length in the neck as you do in upward dog. It can feel good to clasp the hands here, as long as the elbows are directly under the shoulders. Coming to the belly breath again, you can inhale to find length, reaching the neck long. Exhale, you can start to pull the mat toward you, finding even more length, reaching the crown of the head forward. And whenever you're ready, you can release back down to the floor. We'll press up one more time into Sphinx pose. Pressing into the floor with the elbows, sending the neck long, engaging in the lower back. And I'll give you the option too, if you'd like to press up into upward dog. Place the hands with the elbows to the chest, send the neck long. And when you're ready, we'll slowly lower back down to the mat one more time. And pressing into the mat, we'll come up back through tabletop. Going into child's pose. We'll send the knees out a little bit wider than we did before. Touching the toes behind us is an important piece. Sending the hips over the ankles. And send the arms long overhead. Let the thumbs touch. Spread the fingers out wide. And from here, we'll crawl the hands over to the upper right side. Stretching out the left side of our bodies. Connecting to the belly breath here. Keep that left hip down and back. Finding the lengthening in our left side body and the lower back after that contraction. Let's try to send the left hand out even longer. Crawl it just a little bit forward. Reach the left hip down and back just a little bit more. We'll crawl through center to the other side. So reaching to the upper left side. Stretch the right side body. Mat to the belly breath. Just let the head hang heavy. I'll invite you here to crawl the right hand just a little bit further. Reach the right hip down and back just a little bit further. And we'll crawl the hands back to center for one big belly breath on the inhale. And allow yourself to sigh on the exhale. One more time, big deep belly breath on the inhale. Just let out a sigh. We'll press back up to tabletop. And however you'd like to get there, we'll meet seated. Maybe take another sip of water while you're here. Here we're going to spread the legs out long and wide for straddle. If you have a pillow, you can set it up between the knees. So we have some options here. We can rest the hands down on the pillow, rounding the spine, and let the head hang heavy. If your body allows for it, you can grab opposite elbows. Let your head rest on your arms and fold forward. Or if it feels best for you, you can just crawl the hands down toward the ankles, pressing the hips back and the chest forward, connecting with the belly breath either way. You can flex in both of the ankles. Find the option that works for your body. And keeping the feet flexed, I'll invite you to bring both of the hands to the outside of the right knee. Twisting, allowing the left hand to crawl forward. Still connecting with the belly breath here. We're on the right side. We're on the right side. And we'll crawl through center, rounding the spine, landing on the left side. And we'll crawl through center one more time. Here you can round the spine, let the arms just hang heavy, let the head hang heavy. Breathing into the sensation in the lower back. And let's bring the torso back to seated. Press the pillow away from us. Bring the feet together. Here we'll give our feet some love. We can massage, pressing into the arches. Maybe pressing between each of the knuckles and the toes. Just have a moment of gratitude here for the feet that keep us balanced, that allow us to stay standing, that get us to places we need to go. And from here, you can grab either the shoulders down, tall, long neck, pressing the chest forward on the inhale. On the exhale, you can round the spine, drop the head. Just let the head hang heavy here. And sitting back up, we're going into Shavasana now. So I'll give you a couple options for comfort. You can roll up the blanket and have it at the natural curve in your spine, right here. If you have a pillow, you can elevate the knees. Or you can tuck your blanket or pillow at the base of the head. However you'd like to get there, find a moment of comfort. We'll come back to the belly breath, slow and controlled inhales and exhales. In Shavasana, at the end of each asana practice, we give ourselves the opportunity to do no work at all. Just to be aware of our bodies, aware of the sensations. On our last few breaths here, I'll invite you to bring the right hand to the heart and the left hand to the belly again. Checking back in with the belly breath, maybe noticing it's a little bit easier after our flow to send the breath down to the belly. And I'll invite you to send an intention with the right hand into the heart of one way that you can take care of your body today. Maybe it's through your diet, through exercise. Maybe you'll promise yourself to give yourself moments to stretch throughout the day. Just find one way that you'll love your body today. Holding it here. Take a couple breaths. And with the left hand, you can send an intention into the breath. Allow the belly breath to remind you throughout the day that you have control to calm the body down, to give it what it needs through the breath. Just a couple breaths here for this intention. You can release the hands, roll over to one side, find a moment of comfort before pressing up into seated for closing breaths. You can have your hands on your knees, over the heart, or at heart center. And I'll invite you into our 4 closing breaths. A breath for the ancestors that we bring to the space and for the indigenous people who were here on this land before colonization, breathing in and out. A breath to thank ourselves for our practice today, breathing in and out. A breath to appreciate others for their support, breathing in and out. And a breath for the intentions and well-being of everyone practicing with us today, breathing in and out. Namaste. Thank you for joining us. Few things to say here. So you can send us feedback if you liked or didn't like anything, or if you want to see more of something. If you have an idea about a modification that you want to share with us, we'd love to hear feedback. You can DM us for that and for donations. You can also send donations to our Venmo at the Glitter Goddesses. All of our donations go to queer, trans families in need that are affected by COVID. And also this week, check out the virtual Sustain PVD Fair. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're on YouTube and Facebook. And have a beautiful day. Later. Bye.